Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here today with a roundup of the latest Vogue patterns plus fabulous fabrics you can sew them up in. Let's get started. So the first pattern I want to show you is Vogue 2096. It is a gorgeous cropped top which has got pleats at the neckline, which gives it a bit of fullness and gives it that nice sort of boxy shape. It's got grown on sleeves, and then at the back it's open, but it ties, it fastens with ties, and then that is paired with a lovely sort of maxi length straightish skirt which has got a dramatic slit at one side and then the ties at the side as well. It's got darts, waist darts, a back zip, and it's also got shoulder darts on the top as well, which I always really like. I think you get a better fit from that. Just really contemporary, really sexy, just absolutely gorgeous. And I think, you know, if the thigh slit's a bit much, I still think the top's very, very pretty. And could be paired easily with trousers or something else. But yeah, really beautiful pattern, designed to be sewn up in woven fabrics, a wide range of woven fabrics. So you could do it in things like a sort of relatively sort of structured satin, or perhaps like a taffeta or a shantung or something like that. You can also do it in linen as well. And this is our linen cotton mix fabric, which has got a nice amount of sort of structure and weight to it, and I just absolutely adore this coral colour at this time of year, and very much thought, oh, holiday outfit, I would really love wearing that in this beautiful coral colour. And again, I would just make the top and wear that with trousers as well if I didn't want to wear the skirt. So that was the first one I wanted to show you. I've gone for sort of the more wearable ones first. I know that it's not massively wearable, quite dressy, but there are then some super like knockout Vogue dresses towards the end as well, so stay tuned for them. But next up, there's a nice bomber jacket. I love a bomber jacket. We're definitely having a bomber jacket moment at Sew Essential in the office. Vicky was talking about making one this morning, but it's got a nice sort of stand-up collar with button fastenings, a zip up front, just all those classic bomber jacket features, the hemband cuffs that you could use ribbing for, some nice sort of angled pockets. You can use your snap fasteners on this as well. We sell all the snap fasteners, the snap fastener tools, all the prim stuff, any of those sort of hardware you want for like jacket making or bag making or anything like that. You'll find it all on our site, and also you'll find the patterns and the fabrics I'm showing you there all available to buy on our site as well, and that is the best way to support me to keep making this content. So yeah, that is the bomber jacket, and I thought it would look fabulous sewn up in this gorgeous cotton fabric. I think it is a cotton sateen. All the details are on the website, but one of my friends through Instagram recently made a beautiful jacket in this fabric, and it just looked absolutely gorgeous. I just love the colours in it. I just think it's so pretty, and yet I thought that bomber jacket would look fabulous sewn up in that. The next one I wanted to share with you are some lovely wide leg trousers and wide leg sort of crop trousers, so totally on trend. They've got front pleats to give them a nice sort of fit at the waist, and then that nice dramatic wide leg. They've got a waistband that comes across and is fastened with a button, and then they've got a hook and bar and a zip closure as well. So just a nice classic pair of wide leg trousers. They don't look like they'd be massively high on the waist either. They look like they sit just below the natural waistline, but personally I wear wide legs all the time now, and I really like that pattern. And I thought I was going to go for one of our plain cotton twills, because we have got plenty of those, and we've got the linen cotton mix in plain, so lots and lots of plains for you to look at. But then I just saw this beautiful palm print. It's a linen mix. I think it's been put on the bolt upside down, I think, but it's a linen mix fabric. I think it's linen and cotton. but do check out the descriptions on the website. But I just thought a pair of wide leg trousers in that beautiful, beautiful palm print would look wonderful. And then you could just pair that with like a simple white t-shirt or a grey t-shirt or whatever colour you wanted to go for. It is a very high-end designer, this fabric. I'm not allowed to say who, but it is a very high-end designer that came from. So yeah, I think those trousers would look wonderful in that. Also worth mentioning, if you haven't already signed up for our newsletter, I'm going to pop a link for that below as well, because every week I share lots of tips and ideas and inspiration on there too. So do sign up for our newsletter if you haven't done that already. Next pattern is Vogue 2087. This is a beautiful, beautiful dress. You've got an option for a shirt collar or a collarless version. You've got a concealed button band. You've got flounce sleeves, and I love those dramatic flounce sleeves. They're just so pretty. Princess seams for a nice fit. There's little ties at the back, and then they suggest that you finish the hem with horsehair braid, which we do stock on our website as well. All those Habby items, you'll always find them, all your interfacings and tapes and things like that. They're all on our site. But the horsehair braid, the way that works, it sort of stiffens the hem, so it gives it like a dramatic sort of structured shape. It sort of makes it stand out and hold its shape really well. So yeah, quite a fun thing to do, I think, to add that. And then the full length version has actually got a train as well. So if you want absolute drama and glamour, you've got that option with this pattern. But then equally, I do think that the shorter above the knee version is very, very wearable. I would totally wear that on an evening out. Really pretty, very wearable. And the fabric I chose for that is this beautiful Icovero viscose satin fabric that we've had in, which is a fabric godmother, and I just love this bold abstract print. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that's the one I would use, and I would make the shorter version of the dress with that. And then the next pattern I wanted to share with you is another gorgeous quirky dress. Just so many unusual ideas. I really love that about Vogue patterns, always get me excited, you know, just those unusual design details. So this dress has got a polo collar. It's fitted at the bust, but you do pull it over your head, and then the sides open and wrap back to front and front to back, so it sort of wraps around you. It's got princess seams so that you can get that nice fit. It's got a button placket that finishes just above the waist, and there is a tutorial on my site how to get a nice finish on a button placket like that finishes sort of midway down a dress or a shirt or a blouse. I'll try and remember to pop a link to that for you below, but if not, you'll find it on the channel. And it's got the lovely flared dramatic sleeve as well. So again, just so many lovely details to get excited about here. And again, you've got a full length maxi version for full on drama, which has got patch pockets on the front as well as an option. Or you can make an above the knee version, and again, I think very, very wearable. And the fabric I chose for that one, I would go for the short version, and I would make it in this lovely cotton fabric that we've had in. I just love this beautiful vibrant print. You might need to line it. I'm not sure if the dress might be lined, because this is a white background, so it might be a bit sort of semi-sheer, but obviously you've got the print going on as well. Or you could wear a slip under it, but I just think that would work really well. I think the print would work brilliantly for that dress and look beautiful. And then next up we have got Vogue 2085. This is a lovely sort of simple shift dress, fitted with princess seams, and then in between the princess seams obviously there's a front panel, and then you've got a little waist piece that sort of straddles or sits across that front panel. You've got a bolero jacket with it, with a button and loop closure, just very sort of simple and elegant. And I always love this design whereby you've got that fitted sort of shift dress, and then you've got a cropped sort of loose fitting boxy jacket that sits over the top of that. I just think it creates a really nice shape. The sleeves on the jacket finish sort of mid forearm, and yeah, just very classic, very chic, very Vogue. The fabric I chose for that one is our Prestige Crepe, and I just love this beautiful royal blue colour. It's just so vibrant and lovely, and I thought that would look great sewn up in that. So that was my choice for that one. And then we're on to some real drama now with Vogue 2088. So this is a full-on sort of ball gown, you know, knockout dress, the dress of dreams that you kind of, you know, hope that you get the occasion to go to wear. It's a strapless close fit around the waist and the bust, and then it's got bias bands sewn across the bodice which give like a bandage effect. It's almost like pleated, if you know what I mean by that. I remember that sort of bandage style being really popular in the past, and I had a dress like that actually, and I always liked it because again I just think it's those interesting details that make something extra special. It's got boning, it's got a side front slit, an invisible zip at the back, and then you've got the sort of main dress is fitted. So it's fitted around the bust and the waist, and then it's sort of like a straight skirt with the slit. But then where the real drama comes in is that you can create an overskirt to go with it. And I've done one of these in a Vogue pattern before. It was a Linda Platt pattern, I think I did. And it was the same idea, sort of a fitted dress, and then it had this overskirt over it, which I made in tulle, but you can make it in the same fabric. It's got this dramatic overskirt that's got a waistband, a pleated overskirt, it's got a waistband, a back closure, but it's got a train, so it really is full-on drama. So, you know, if you'd got bridesmaids and things, oh, I haven't even mentioned the enormous beautiful bow on the front as well. So it really is the dress of dreams, a proper Cinderella ball gown, and you want to be making that up in satins, you know, some of those traditionally dressy fabrics. And I chose our John Caldor Duchess satin fabric, which comes in this lovely buttery yellow colour, because this is definitely one of the colours of the season. I'm seeing this absolutely everywhere. It's this shade. I can't remember what the Pantone shade is, but basically it is this colour. So you've got the matte side, but you've also got the shiny side as well. So I'll show you that, but I just thought, wow, that dress would look absolutely gorgeous sewn up in that. So that was my choice for that one. If that's not your colour though, it does come in a range of colours, so do check out the other colours. And then we've got Vogue 2086, another knockout dress. This one though is designed to be sewn up in things like ponte knits, stretch crepes, stretch satin. So it's a very fitted silhouette, very close fit. It's got this beautiful sort of off the shoulder, almost looks like a bow the way that it's designed, with the pleats where it joins at the front. And then you've got the little cutout area where the dress comes down and the bow goes across the top. And it's like a sheath dress, so very, very fitted. And it's got a back zip and a back vent, just a very classic fitted dress style that finishes just below the knee. And the fabric I chose for that one is our fawn, which from memory I think is a stretch crepe. But again, all the fabrics, all the patterns, all the details are on the website, so do jump on and take a look. But we've got the fawn in this beautiful sort of powdery pink colour, dusky pink colour, and it's got like a very subtle, on the right side, it's got a very subtle sort of crepey texture to it, but it is nice and stretchy, so it will be nice and comfortable. And it does come in other colours as well, but I just really liked that pale pink for this time of year, so that was my choice for that one. And then finally, we've got Vogue 2098. Which is a trouser and top combo. The top is a very close, it's a close fitting top, and then it's got this dramatic sort of deep Bardo sort of overhang to it, which finishes at the back. At the back there's a zip closure, and the top is then sort of, it's fitted round the bust and to the waist, and then it's got like an A-line shape with a cutout V at the front, centre front. And then it's just paired with wide leg pull-on trousers. I mean, who doesn't love a pull-on trouser? Nice and comfortable. And I think the great thing about this outfit is you would look super, super chic, super dressed up, you know, but underneath it you would be really comfortable because you're wearing pull-on elasticated waist trousers, but nobody's going to know that because of the hemline of the top and how that sits over and pulls it all together. So yeah, a really lovely design, a really good way to look chic and elegant but feel comfortable, and I think a lot of us want that in life. So and the fabric, I would sew that up in, I thought, our prestige crepe again, which does come in lots of other colours as well, but I just thought this beautiful royal blue was really, really pretty and would work very well. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. You can find all the patterns, all the fabrics on our website. Do sign up for our newsletter if you haven't already. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.